Hey guys, Mr. Creates. Today we're going to be checking out the 2017 Civic Type R. This is the FK8 chassis model. It is the first Type R, or first Civic Type R ever in the United States. It's got the K20 C1 motor. It's a direct injection VTEC turbocharged engine. It is the same motor that was in the FK2 Type R, which was never allowed in the United States, unfortunately. So basically it's got the same engine, just a whole new body, whole new suspension, whole new styling as well, as you can see by all the aerodynamics. We have seen, multiple videos online of all the features, everything inside and out about the Type R. But today I want to focus mainly on the driving experience, and specifically on the driving experience coming from a 9th-gen Civic Si owner like myself. I've had my Civic Si. It's a 2015. I bought it brand new in 2015 in March. I've driven it for the past 2.5 years, and I've loved every second of it. So you'll get to see the experience coming from a Civic Si enthusiast and a Civic enthusiast driving the new FK8 Type R. A few things to note: this car is 100% stock. My car, the 2015 Si, is full bolt-on, basically, in two, making just under 200 to the wheel. And this one is making about 306 according to Honda. We've seen some dyno sheets ranging from 295 to about 300, so it's a pretty great motor. All right, so we're starting out here. We've got it currently in comfort mode. We've got 3 modes in the Civic Type R. We've got comfort, sport, and R, or plus R, or just R mode. Not really quite sure, but that's by far the coolest mode. Right off the bat, the steering in comfort mode feels very similar. It feels very similar to my 9th-gen Civic Si. My 9th-gen Civic Si is on coilovers. Yeah, I'd say it's about the same. It's about the same. If not, this might be a little bit heavier, which I like. The steering wheel is a little bit thicker, feels nicer. It's nice leather, but nothing too crazy about it. Honestly, out of the entire interior, I think the seats are the best part.
Yeah.
I have never had racing buckets in any car, so I really have not much to compare to, but stock seats. So compared to my stock seats, these seats, I fell in love with them. I want to get them in my Civic Si. I don't know, what's your favorite part of the interior?
I would have to say, the seats themselves. They're Alcantara. They're really comfortable. So every time I drive my car, I look forward to just sitting down. Would have to be the seats, to be honest, and the red seat belts. So.
Yeah, these seat belts are really badass.
Yeah.
I like these a lot. I've actually seen some of the 9th-gen guys buy these seat belts for their cars already, so that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and switch it up then to sport mode. See, I don't know if you noticed the tachometer, I believe, changed a little bit. Oh, just the dash lights up top. So sport mode, basically the difference that you feel between the modes, it adjusts the steering feel. So the more aggressive mode you put it in, the harder it is to turn, the more stable it feels. In my opinion, it feels great. Throttle response is another one. So it's and also the shock, the dampening. Compared to my 9th-gen Civic, I really feel like I can take any turn with this thing, and that's insane. Because I've driven this exact same road in my 9th-gen, and I'd be fishtailing. Yeah, in my front-wheel drive car. I'll take some turns pretty hard. I've got a thicker rear sway bar on there, the Progress 24mm, and the thing just kicks up my rear end when I turn too hard. But this thing, it just wants you to keep going. And again, we're still in sport mode, right?
Yep, still in sport mode.
Having driven this car before, there are a few things that I'm not a huge fan of. Well, I guess my biggest pet peeve is the goddamn markup on these cars. Even if I wanted to get one, I'd have to pay like 10 grand over, so I'm not gonna do that. The only real, that can obviously easily be fixed by Honda or whoever, but the real thing that I kind of missed from my 9th Gen Civic Si compared to this car is the low end torque. Going up hills and stuff, I've struggled a little bit. Had to downshift into second, and then especially if you're going uphill, that turbo lag is kind of, it's a lot. From going from a straight, not at all, it feels great. But only really up hills. That's the one thing I do really love about the K24. It's very torquey low end, so you can take any hill, and as a daily driver, it feels great. I love it. So we'll just go ahead and switch it over to R mode now. And right away, the steering is a lot heavier. Way better. See what it can do. This Type R is laughing through every corner. This thing, wow. The handling is insane. As I said earlier when we were taking those turns, I cannot take those exact same turns, that exact same street at the speed that I was taking them right now. I haven't yet driven it on the track. I tried to take a few turns like you would at the track, and the thing absolutely kills. Is it enough for me to sell my SI and go get the Type R? I don't know. I mean, I guess that really depends what you want. If you want, I would say the perfect daily driver, probably. If you want something strictly for performance, strictly for speed, I still am a firm believer that the 9th Gen Civic platform is one of the best to mod. The fact that you can just buy like $3,500 to $4,500 turbo kit, slap it on the K24, and just absolutely walk this thing is pretty cool too. So I think I would just buy a turbo kit for the Civic, and maybe slightly better suspension, some wider tires, and I'm good. Right now I'm running 225 45 17s on my Civic Si. On this car, it does come with 245 35 20s. So maybe the lack of tire width on my SI is making quite a bit of a difference. But regardless, this thing is an absolute monster around corners. High speed specifically, it feels like you can take turns like no other. Again, if you just want like a street monster, I'd stick to the 9th Gen Civic Si. If you want a track beast, you want a great daily driver that you don't want to worry about upgrading, anything like that. What do you think, Ivan? Do you think I'll switch?
Yeah.
I think I'll eventually go to the dark side?
I think so. Maybe in the future.
We'll see. I mean, I love this car. The first time I drove this car, I was smiles ear to ear. This thing, if you've never driven this car before and you own a 9th Gen Civic Si, treat yourself. Treat yourself, because this thing is awesome. That's it.